You're witnessing hardcore pornography. This weekend has been quite a ride. Qualifying went really well. Third, leading from, I think, except for almost the last two runs, basically we led qualifying, which is pretty sweet. However, things got a little bananas in top 16. Started qualifying, I went against my Canadian comrade, but it didn't work out that great. First run of our battle, he may have smacked into the door a little bit, so that was kind of set the tone for things for the rest of the night. Yeah, it was wild, man. We went one more time, and for some reason I just could not put together a chase run. Every time on the chase, major mistakes. Luckily for me, his lead runs all had major mistakes, so that gave us enough to move to top 8 against Ryan Littoral, who I was actually pretty excited to drive against because I know he's a vet. He's been doing this a long time, and he does not mess around. He drives 100%. So I tried to give it a little more than 100% to keep with him, and as you can see, things got a little out of shape. Chase run was pretty wild. Apparently some people were excited about it, which makes me happy. But right at the end there, I kind of got lost in the smoke and ended up smacking the wall really hard and breaking some shit. At least we got the rubber out of the taillight though.
Yeah, we did.
Look how clean it is in there now. But it's all cosmetic, whatever. Popped the tire in the front, bent the wheel, broke a knuckle, destroyed the bash bar, front bash bar, broke some power steering lines. But it's all fixable. We had lots of time. We only have 2 months until the next event, so I think we'll be okay. So, all in all, not the result I really wanted, but we'll move forward, learn from that. And now we have the whole rest of the weekend to relax, watch Time Attack. I think it might be F4 today, and then we get to watch all the pro stuff today. We get sunburned. We can eat greasy fried southern food. I can take my shirt off and yell. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Sweet. So what do you want to do tonight, Brain?
Tonight, I want to watch Drift.
Skits?
And I want my complimentary cookie from the hotel, is what I want.
Dub talked his way into ice cream.
I get free ice cream. Really? If they have no cookies tonight, I get a free ice cream.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So realistically, I should be hoping there's no cookies.
No, realistically, you should go and eat all of the cookies just before we walk in, so we can get ice cream, and then give us the cookies. And then you get some ice cream, and we all get...
Evil geniuses.
Mwah! That's why I said, what do you want to do tonight, Brain?
What's his name? Snidely Whiplash or something like that?
You should go talk to your adoring fans, though.
Yeah.
You gotta be the PR guy.
There's people taking photos.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a garbage can in here. There's not.
You should get a Sharpie, though. I'm serious. We should find one. I guarantee you'll be asked to sign something.
You're witnessing hardcore cornography. You can't write stuff like that.
You can't. No, that's great.
Amazing.
The one appropriate time to eat corn.
Barbecue, corn.
Fair enough.
Breakfast, corn. Afternoon snack, corn.
In the race tank.
Corn. That's it. Everything. Corn.
Favorite 90s metal band?
Corn. I like where you're going with this.
Hey, what's your favorite British TV show? No, it's Coronation Street. So we'll get you a little autograph booth. Yeah.
I like doing that shit, man.
You're gonna have to, though.
It's not that I don't want to talk to you. I'm just shy.
I know you're shy.
People make me nervous.
You don't want to, not because you don't want to. It's because you're afraid.
Because I'm physically unable to.
I cannot spell my own name.
Crippling arthritis in both hands. No way I could ever sign it. Well, the weekend we put on a show.
Ate it.
That's for sure. I mean, it had a rocky start. At least we qualified in the top 3, which is fantastic considering it's been since last year since I drove the car. Didn't really have any issues mechanically with the car. Just had issues with the piece of meat behind the wheel, really. Practice went pretty well. Laid down a few solid runs, little mistakes here and there. And then, yeah, top 16. The first battles were horrendous garbage. Pitiful runs. Pitiful excuses for runs. I don't know if it was my head or what, but I could not, for the life of me, lay down a solid run. My lead run, straightened on initiation, Gautier ran right into my door, right into the gravel, dented the door, dented the quarter. Go back, we were both zeroed. I was deemed at fault for the collision somehow. I don't know, whatever. And
Blame Canada.
yeah, well, I don't know. I guess because I straightened it, threw his line off, he had nowhere to go, and then I initiated. And anyway, no big deal. Line back up. I'm like, I'll get him in the chase. No. I straightened terribly on my chase run, trying to stay behind him. I was in the wrong gear, the car bogged down, fully straight at the top of the keyhole. So, fingers crossed. I come back up to the pointy guy. I forget what it's called, you know, the finish line where they tell you who won. And I'm sure it was a minute, but it felt like about 6 weeks waiting to hear the decision. And luckily, they called one more time. So I'm like, yes, this is my opportunity. I can go out. Like, you know, the pressure's off now. I've done my first run. We're in competition. Get the nerves out. Lead run, nail down a really nice, clean lead run. Not my best one, but definitely, you know, qualifiable, nice lead run. He spins into the kitty litter. So I'm like, awesome. Huge advantage going into my chase run. Keyhole again, trying to stay behind him. Down to second gear, on the brakes, let off the brakes, and whoosh, looped it. So we both zeroed our chase runs. Luckily they went off our lead runs, which he zeroed, I didn't. And we got into the top 8. Got matched up with Literal, who is awesome to drive with. I mean, he's been doing it for a long time. And he's aggressive. He won't let you get away. He's not afraid to bang doors, trade paint. You know, he's a man's man behind the wheel. And he doesn't mind a little bump and grind. So I tried to put down my fastest, most aggressive lead run that I could. Put down a super solid lead. He chased really well, nice and smooth. And then on the chase, I knew I had to ramp it up because his chase was so solid. And yeah, threw it in down the hill, banged into his driver door, and it was on from there. I thought he might let off, but he stayed in it. We transitioned up the hill, get into the keyhole, got in super tight, just bumping him through the keyhole, like pushing him. Transition out, down the hill, up to 4th, trying to chase him down, and in the smoke cloud, come out of the smoke cloud, clipping points over there, and boom, smacked the rear right into the wall. Clapped the front, broke the steering rack, broke the knuckle, broke the wheel, broke the rear wheel, broke both bash bars. End of the night. Left on the tow truck. I was pretty bummed, but after talking to everyone, the crowd went crazy. Put on the best tandem run of the night, and even though we didn't win or podium, it was still people are still talking about it. So, you know, mission accomplished, I guess. It would have been better to not smash the car to pieces, but at least we were able to make an impact, literally and figuratively, and hopefully give me some momentum going into the next round. Get this thing back to the shop and get all the collection of hammers and pry bars out and tune it back up and get it ready for St. Louis in a couple months.
Sweet. Do you want to do it like a closing?
Like what?
Do you want to do have you ever seen my outros? Do the thanks for watching, and then I always do like the point to the corners. You know what I mean? Like there's videos here and
oh yeah, where do you put the videos?
In all 4 corners.
Yeah, thanks for following along. Well, I guess we'll have a lot more for you as long as Jake's still along for the ride in the next couple of rounds, but we're gonna keep plugging away. Hopefully we'll see you next time. What, Grid Life?
Yeah, we'll see each other in like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Grid Life's coming up. We're gonna bring the STI out, dust the cobwebs off it, and see if we can't shred with Literal again, because he's gonna be there, so maybe we can trade some more paint. It's gonna be sick. Anyway, thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Apparently there's videos here, and over here, and down here somewhere, and also over there. So watch all those two, support Piston Head, and we'll see you soon.
Nice.